I think that, so how did Mama Jordan negotiate? Yeah, you're not getting more than 5%, right? So it's probably somewhere between 2 and 5. So I think seven's a little high, but yeah, he's bringing in 2 to 300 mil a year, maybe.
2 to 300 mil.
I'm
Well,
like saying 2% minimum, 5% max. There's no way she got more than 5%, especially when he was just kind of younger.
let me tell you, folks, TiVo, Business TiVo is coming in hot for you folks today, this Monday morning. 5% royalty is what MJ is taking home. 350 million per year right now in Nike deals. To put that into perspective, his entire career NBA earnings, 94 million. So he is more than tripling, almost quadrupling his career NBA earnings every year right now in Nike. I'm going to take it a one step further for you folks. Michael Jordan's Jordan brand is on track, clear path, quote unquote. We don't know exactly when, to take over the number 2 slot in largest footwear brand in North America. It will beat Adidas. It will beat Puma. It will beat New Balance. It will beat everyone else. The only company it will lose to, Nike. So Nike has made one of the best deals in business history with this. And Michael Jordan, and I think in the actual, this is from our friend Joe Pompliano, I think in his responses, oh yes, it was literally the first response that popped up. Shout out Dolores Jordan. Shout out Dolores Jordan.
Dolores. She's the reason for the season.
She has done. She did great work for Michael here. He is, 350 million just on Roy. I'm sure he does some. I don't know what he does. How involved he is still in the company and what they're doing. Is it just?
I'm gonna guess like not involved.
Like, is it just Nike doing everything and Jordan is just collecting at this
signing
point?
off on some stuff, maybe a couple meetings.
Yeah, I mean, this goes to show you, and I like, a lot of times, and Sean can resonate, TiVo, I'm certain can resonate. Even though I did recently see a rap video by TiVo, but that might have been an old clip that now is part of my TikTok algorithm. But the thing that I think this speaks to so much, and why I wanted to bring it up on the Something Like portion of our podcast, is that clearly all three of us believe in brand building. Whether you're behind the scenes like TiVo, although TiVo is building his own brand as a behind the scenes guy to help things with some front forward facing. I know you're heavily involved as a face of this podcast. I think you're more behind the scenes for the crypto guys, and it seems like you're like in the middle with the band. The band, you're kind of having your own brand as this guy that's all the way around with this camera, but then you have obviously the band on stage. So like you have like the front facing stuff. But we all believe in the brand building. That's why I'm writing a newsletter now. That's why Sean's writing a newsletter now. That's why we're trying to build an ecosystem. We're still trying to build social medias, even though I literally cannot stop losing followers on Instagram. So like, we all believe in this, but it goes to show you, no matter how big of a deal you think you are, and no matter how big of a deal you might make, let's say in baseball or in basketball or what have you, making a brand and getting royalties off of a brand and building that can be so much more profitable than you will ever have as a baseball or a basketball player.